The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. There's the former Jaguar, DJ Chark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike, check 33. Hey, 31. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Jet. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now ETN to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you Stephon Diggs past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Ready, set. Mike 54. Be a long day for you. Check.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence locates ETN along the sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence under pressure. They got him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. These two teams all tied after one. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here, he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
It's complete to Diggs. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
63 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards out of the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. ETN up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he'll drop this one off to Swift. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's going to be a long day. Mike 28. So we got man.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get the oars. I know he ain't got it.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he powers his way up past the 30. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
and he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Set, ready, 10 logo. Hey, Steve.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On second down, a run with ETN. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's telling the right. Hey, 3, 218, jump it. Hey,
On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down. ETN once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Etienne. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Etienne going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamal Agnew from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And some room. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Swift, 76 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I'm coming.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Etienne. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Boy, 194 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike's 43. Go. Got you. Hey, foxtrot. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. I got it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the slack. Hey, you.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll run with Etienne. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
To throw, Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left, want to save it.
Now Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So York now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Yep. Mike 28. Here we go. Hey, number 28. Hey, Delta. He's coming. Check in.
Here's Lawrence.
I'm here all day.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 28. Yeah. Hey, Echo. Check in. Let's go, baby. They turn up.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot now for Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk